First thing I'd say is it's not very obvious to the general public what you're dealing with, because you're medicated when you go out, and with the early onset you can be controlled with medication, but behind the scenes it does affect you every day, at every minute of every day.
I'm Jen, I'm 54. I was diagnosed with Parkinson's when I was 48.
I was diagnosed 20 years ago. I was 39. If you diagnosed me today, I'd still be classed as young onset.
I was diagnosed with early onset Parkinson's about 7 years ago.
I was diagnosed with young onset Parkinson's in November 2010. I was 39 at the time.
People still have the misconception that Parkinson's is an old person's illness.
I find the biggest challenge for me with young onset Parkinson's is finding ways of letting people assist me.
I made the conscious decision to not tell anybody about what I had for 12 years because I didn't want it to be treated any differently.
Today I'm having a really good day. My symptoms are under control, but that can change pretty quickly in the matter of probably half an hour to an hour.
Parkinson's is so much more than the visible symptoms. Mostly you see tremors, slowness of movement, stiff rigid muscles, things like that. But the worst things are the things you can't see.
Your coordination is heavily affected. You can't perform the normal activities that you once did, therefore can't engage with the same groups that you would like to, because you're sort of left behind in interacting in those groups.
Quite frankly, there's a lot of people who don't want people to know that they have Parkinson's because it might jeopardise their employment. Well, that's how they feel, because there's not enough information known.
All my local neuro could do pretty much was just diagnose my Parkinson's, as he wasn't a specialist in Parkinson's, and provide me with a pamphlet. I was pretty much diagnosed in front of my children, which probably wasn't the healthiest thing to do looking back.
Really, I don't want to be in a hostile environment where I feel anxious. I want somebody who's going to be patient with me, I can build up a good rapport with, and I can trust has my best interests at heart and is going to discuss a holistic approach to my treatment. I left school and worked for 30 years, and all of a sudden I lost my job. I had a mortgage and no money coming in. It took me 3 months to get any Centrelink payments. They knocked me back on my disability payments.
It's the whole family that is impacted. I think there's not enough known about that side of the impact because largely young onset people are trying to get on with their lives. They're so busy just doing all those other things that they really don't have a lot of time to focus on their illness.
Well, there are clear guidelines with breast cancer and MS. You have that, bam, you've got it. When does young onset Parkinson's get some understanding?
Intervention, exercise as early as possible is what is going to slow the progression. We know that. So let's make it easier for people to do it. And let's make young onset a priority. Because let's face it, these people who have young onset are husbands, wives, mothers, fathers. They are not, it just doesn't impact them. And we want them and their families to have the best opportunities they can.